Hello my amazing people, I greet you according to your time. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. It's very important because it will enable you to know when we upload a new video. Here we react to all forms of videos, we educate, we inform the members of the public about what is happening. And to you YouTube, I appreciate you for creating this wonderful platform that we are using to disseminate information. At the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not promote violence, we do not promote hate speech, we do not promote misleading information. Rather, we are here to educate, inform the members of the public, and also to remind you too that a call for self-determination is never a call for war. Every country in the world have this.
The Biafran government is doing, who never cared about it, who never feel like seeing anything or feel like doing anything about it. But believe me, with the self-referendum, many of them are beginning to understand that no, we have been in the wrong places, we have been in the hand of terrorists. Yes, I can tell you that the IPOB Nigeria who was there, they are the terrorists that we have been following. And of course, by God's grace, every one of us, we are now seeing it today that changes have come, and the process to the Biafra, or the way to Biafra land, we have of course seen it, and of course the Biafran family have achieved it. They have done a lot for me and you as a Biafra. They have achieved a lot for us. You understand? So for this reason, I'm saying that every one of us must participate and do the needful. And this time around, we want to use it as well to let you understand a lot of things. Because whenever the Biafran government is talking about anything, then you come up and begin the mention one nonsense thing or the other. I want you to understand that every single thing the Biafran government is doing today, they are doing it for you. And I believe that most of people will never even care about Biafra. Most of people never even care about what the Biafran government is doing. And whenever they say you claim that, oh, Simon Epan is people, of course we know. But I want to use this opportunity to let you know that those you claim they are your wives and whatever, I believe you people have seen a lot. Every one of them have left you behind. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this for you to understand that this is the time you need to do your own part. Just like some days ago, I met a lot of people. I was like, have you guys voted? Oh, most of them was like, what vote is that? And I was so surprised. They was like, what vote are you talking about? And where are they gathering for the vote? I was surprised because I was not expecting that from them. You see, these are the people that never even know, or these are the people that never believe in anything Biafran government is doing. And right now, with what they are seeing that no, we have been all this while doing all these mistakes against ourselves in the name of envy and jealousy, because they are saying, you know, when somebody is doing something you know very well you cannot do it, the best thing to do is to support the person. That is, as a wise person in this planet Earth, whenever you find out that, oh, what you are doing, what someone is doing you cannot do it, or what you are doing someone cannot do it, the best way is to support them to do that thing that you cannot do. But in Biafran struggle is the case whereby some particular people, they are claiming they are the people that Mazinam can say they should listen to, why they never offered us anything. All they offered to us is to collect our money, and at the end of the day, they sell you out to the enemy. Just like the way they say Mazinam they can, the same way they did to us. Because if Mazinam can have you sold, then who are you? If Mazinam can, they have packaged Mazinam can and take him straight to the enemy, who do you think you are? If not for Biafran government, by now you would have, by now there are a lot of things you would have been seeing what you never expect in your life. Because selling Mazinam can was actually selling Biafran struggle. Yes, selling Mazinam can at the beginning, when Biafran government was not emerged, selling Mazinam can was, their mindset was what? Was Biafran struggle had been sold, Biafran stock have everything about Biafran stock have been demolished, have been destroyed. And these are the people who claim they are fighting for Biafra. Remember that they are the people who caused what is going on. They are the people who started what is going on, because without them, there is nothing nothing would have happened to him in Mazinaka. Nothing ever would have happened to him. But because of the envy and jealousy, seeing what Mazinam Kanu, or let me say, the appreciation given to some particular people, telling them to keep on doing what they are doing, this is where the problem all started. And they start seeing that in some time coming, this man is going to leave us behind. Let us do the gang up and take money and sell him out. So who do you think you are? Those who got, if Maznakan was sold, who do you think you are? You were nobody. Not until Biafran government emerged. All of us were nobody. All of us had been already sold. Not until Biafran government comes up and emerge and start doing what they are doing and restore Biafra, and also coming to defend it. Now, you are now voting. Do you know what it means? You are now voting for the nation for the first time in your life. These criminals and these fools who are always coming on social media, jumping around how DOS are wise, how these criminals are wise. These are the people that never have anything to offer me and you. Instead of offering me and you, they take from us. And mind you, freely, they know what they are doing. They know they have nothing to offer. They know they can never in their entire life do anything. Because anybody that stand firmly, any reason why these people sold Mazinam Khan, then who do you think all of us were? We have been already sold away. Not until Biafran government and Mazi Simon, the Biafra Prime Minister, emerged and stood and defend Biafra and do what? Make sure that the Mazinam Khan abduction was stupid. Making sure that all those who say Mazinam Khan, they found what they did to be so much stupid. And today is happening. With the Biafra Prime Minister, Biafra government have done a lot, restore Biafra and also defending Biafra tactfully, doing everything possible, making sure that me and you that have been sold come back alive. Because let us remember, when these criminals who claim they are wise, when they were in charge after the same Mazinam Khan, remember what were happening in Biafra land. Just let us reflect back home. Remember all that had been happening, everything that was happening. Not until Biafran government comes up and step up and take everything in control and start doing the needful. A lot of things begin to change. A lot of things begin to change. A lot of things begin to change until today. Look at where we are. And believe me, without the Biafran government, everybody would have, you see how every one of us are talking today. Maybe by now you would have hide yourself somewhere. But with Biafran government, everything is possible. Every one of us, we are alive today. Because without Biafran government, trust me, all this your Biafra with these criminals for by now, your life, every one of us, you would have seen it. But today, with the help of the Biafran government, find that everything is now going in order. Biafra has been restored. Biafra have voted for the first time. Do you know what it means? You have voted as a Biafran citizens. Your vote has been counted, and as you're voting, you are now counted as a Biafran citizens. So these are the things that most of people don't understand. You must understand that every single thing you are doing, concerned as far as Biafran concerned, believe me that you are doing it for yourself. So stop being as in you are not, oh, you are doing this, you are doing that. You are not doing it for nobody. You are doing it for yourself, your generation to come. Those who live after you, these are the people that you are doing all these things for. Not for me, not for anybody that knows me, or not for anybody that appertains to my life. So why not do your own side? Do it according, do it well. And stop jumping around that you don't want to do it because it is Simon Ekpa doesn't care about it. He doesn't care whether you support, whether you not support. All he knows is that Biafra is coming. And he give you the mandate. All of you, remember every one of us, they come up, oh, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. or jump around. Even those criminals that knows very well they have nothing to offer. Every idiot that knows very, very well they have nothing to offer. They stood against Simon Ekpa, the BIAFRA, oh, this and that, all of them. They stood against him. I mean, imagine when you know very well that you cannot do anything, then you are claiming you can do something. Those who claim they are fighting for Biafra, they know these criminals, the US are wise, they know very well they never have anything to offer. All they have did for their life was after stealing Mazinam Kanu. That was when they start telling you how you need to you need to do fun. Now, as I'm talking to every criminals, all these criminals that you will see on social media, shouting US are wise, US are wise. Now most of them are now creating PayPal account. Everybody is now having their own. If you want to donate, you donate. Your so-called Biafra child in Wachineke. Your so-called the one they don't deport, this criminal. This, you see, anything you are doing in life, make sure that you are doing it right. When you know you are not doing it right, don't put people through. I'm telling you the fact. Because whenever you force people, or whenever you use because some particular person, just like Mazinam Kanu, have told people, do this, follow this, then you use that influence, pushing people, or making sure that people did what, or at least you know what you want. But you're using influence of someone doing it. Remember, a day will come, just like today. All these criminals that were shouting on social media, did this and that, now every one of them. I told you early. I told you in 2023, last year. Is it November or December? I told you. I was telling most of you that some of these criminals are in this country. Those ones that will come out and shout, but I told all of you people. But most of you people, you know, when we are talking, you find it like some idiot is talking. Of course. I told all of you that some of these criminals have been running away from all these places they were. Some of them are here. I told you. But when we were talking, all of you will find it that we know. Oh, maybe Simon Ekpa and his boys. Maybe Simon Ekpa and his people. We know them. But today, it never end. All of them are still running. Everybody is still running helter-skelter. So this is how it's going to happen. Whenever in this life you're doing what you know, this is not right, and you are doing it. Believe me, if the outcome of what you're doing will definitely comes. We never even reach anywhere. We never even, I mean, imagine what is going on now. Every one of them, they are now facing all they have did. Just like the one you called Carol White, a Joffo. His own community now is after him. His own community. You see, this Biafra, whenever we are talking, Biafra is a spirit. Don't think it's just a story. Whenever you are hearing Biafra is a spirit, Biafra, don't think this particular thing is a story. It's not a story. It's reality. Because look at us now. Most of you know when every one of us were gallivanting, Omota Biafra them, Biafra child Wachineke, then the so-called Metusela, Paul Achabe them, every one of them. Ask yourself, where are they today? Ask them. Mama? Yes? I'll call you back. Okay? I'll call you back. Give me 5 minutes. So, all these things that you're seeing today, you are seeing it because everything is happening. Every one of them, they knows they were doing nothing right. They were trying to make sure that of course, just like I mentioned, look at, I'm one of the people. I'm one of the people that you see. You see? Sorry, guys. I'm one of the people. When Mazinam were there, I'm one of the people that have been broadcasting both when Mazinam with us. I remember that time, the so-called Omota Biafra, he was there. I remember the so-called Paul Achabe, Metusela, 700 teeth, the one they called Biafra child in Wachineke. And all these people, all of us, we were broadcasters. We were broadcasting until the criminals, they gang up and say Mazinam Kanu. Then the so-called the people, you see all those ones I mentioned, what did they do? They go to their because all of them were sponsored. During that time, they were paid, they were being given money. Of course, Biafrans, they were fooling most of the Biafrans, they were so totally stupid and fools. Always contributing. The DOS said this, they were contributing majestically. That was when you had Twitter Tuesday, or all of you know about it. Twitter Tuesday. All those ones where the money were coming from, it were coming from Biafrans. Twitter Tuesday, they will share money, they will do this, they will do that. The money is going on, everybody is sharing money so that it will reach everybody. Twitter Tuesday and stuff, they were doing it. Not until Biafrans they start seeing that no, these people they don't have nothing to offer us. And believe me, I started telling people for a very long time ago. After the same as Namkan, they want every single person to abide on whatever nonsense they say. Then most of us we say no. We are not just talking about Biafra because some people are talking. We bring ourselves, we wake up and we start talking about it because it's what we believe. So telling me to actually abide on what you are saying, just like now, just like right now, I'm not being told nobody, I don't care who you are. I don't look at, you don't have nothing to tell me to come and I would say it how I have it, I say it how I want it. Because what I'm doing it for myself. So this is the reason why I keep on after the same as Namkan, believing so much, knowing fully that I bring myself. Knowing fully that is not nobody that called me in. Knowing fully that all I'm doing for myself. I keep on doing what I'm doing. Then the same as Namkan finish, every one of them they start doing what? They start saying, abide on command and control, do this, do that. Then every one of us will say, we don't abide on command and control when things are not right. What do? We focus doing our thing because we were not doing, nobody paid you. You are not paying me, nobody, and I don't care about you. That was when, after the Simas now, some of them they righted me. Won't you join the DOS so that you will be supported, so that. I never cared about them. Some of them they write me. I never responded till today in my life. I was righted after they sold Mazinam Dekano. Won't you join the media team? I said I'm doing my own. I'm doing what I can do. Just like what the Biafra Prime Minister, when they started attacking the Biafra Prime Minister from the beginning, he told them, allow me to do what I'm doing. I'm doing it for my own, the way I can do it. That was what he told them. Exactly what I told them by that time. I say, me, I'm not coming to join anybody in Biafran struggle. I'm just bringing what I have. What I see, I will tell Biafrans. What I think is going to help, I will tell Biafrans. When the wrong one comes, I will let them know this is wrong. And this is the reason why I put myself in the way that I don't look at nobody. I don't care about what you are going to say because I know what I'm doing. I believe what I'm saying. I'm not just saying because some particular people are saying it. But I believe that since Martin Namkan has made it possible for me to know my left and right, the next thing is to do what I can do. I mean, to follow and do what I can do for my freedom. That was when I start Biafra because I started it after Martin Namkan was able to make it possible for me to know my left and right. I take it from there. And I shout Biafra today. Most of the people, most of the media warriors, some of them from India, some of them all over the world, that most of all we were talking. But with that time after they sold Mazinam Dekano, I refused to join them. I said, no, me, I'm doing what I can do. Remember, most of them were like, Twitter Tuesday, they are giving them money for their airtime, they're giving them money for their stuff. Everybody is trying their best, making sure that they participate. And everybody wanted money, of course. Everybody wanted money. But I tell myself truth, that before I start talking about Biafra, I said one thing, that if the little thing I'm doing is not going to be enough for me, I will never do Biafra. The reason why I'm going to do Biafra is because the little one I have and the small I get is enough for me. I'm okay with that. And for this reason, I believe I can defend Biafra even when I'm hungry. And this is why I keep on doing what I'm doing, keep on telling Biafran people what I've been telling them till today. Most of them that were paid to talk Biafra, where are they today? Remember, you remember, we have before anywhere you go, you will be seeing live broadcast, Biafra this, Biafra that. Everybody was participating on broadcasting live, everybody. But most of them, many of them were paid. Many of them was giving money. Many of them was being support what we are doing. Anything that we say, support it and make sure that it go viral. Many of them was on payroll. Many of them was doing it because they say do. That was why you see Paul Achabe. Paul Achabe will come talk like this today. Remember, I told Biafran that Paul Achabe was the first person that opened my eye. Paul Achabe was the first person that opened my eye about the DOS. I'm telling you truth before God and man. And the first page I hear about DOS do this, DOS do that, DOS do this, they do this, this was after Paul Achabe. The next person was the one they call Prince Darlington. These are the people. And remember, someone like Paul Achabe will come on first and tell the other people how the team is. Last, they say if not beat them, you join them. Last, the man found out that maybe either his payroll or whatever is not working anymore, or I don't know what might motivate this very young man to go back to these people. Then you go back and start and join them. And remember, with the same people that you have castigated and tell Biafran people that these are the criminals. Remember when Paul Achabe told Biafran people that Chike Dozem is a criminal, and his they are all criminals, and he gave a reason why he's calling them criminal. All of us, we were there, we heard it, he analyzed it. Some of us, we are still having the video. That's why, so when some of them come to deceive most of Biafra, we drop their videos to remind them what they have said. All these things were happening. Most of us, we reject it. We keep on doing what we are doing. I have a very good friend of mine. He named Ikenga. He's in India. A very close friend of mine, like a very close friend of mine. He was a broadcaster. His platform was Ikenga Igbo TV. He's one of my let me say, almost we are even from the same place. And we was like, before I would broadcast, he would be away. Before he himself is coming to, I always like, we share things in common. We make live video calls and stuff. But because of DOS, we did what? He goes on his own and goes on my own, because I cannot fold my eye and see something wrong and also accept it, because Mazanam cannot say follow the DOS. I told most of them, many of them, that Mazanam Khan is not stupid telling us to follow some particular people. That Mazanam Khan told us to follow them with what? With knowing very fully well that these people are doing the right thing. But when you know very well that they are not doing the right thing, leave them behind. And we were told Mazanam Khan mentioned a lot of people names today. Among the people Mazanam Khan mentioned their name, one man. And this man is one of the men that both the so-called the duel from Chikedozim down to the toe, to all of them. One man out of all these men that Mazanam Khan mentioned, only one man stood till today. And his name is Man Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Prime Minister today. Among all the people Mazanam Khan mentioned their name, among the people Mazanam Khan say they are the leadership and stuff, down to even mentioning, one man was the only person that is stand differently, speaking, doing whatever he's doing for Biafra restoration, and today a Biafra Prime Minister. His name is Man Simon Ekpa. And this man was the man that everybody hated so much. They said Chikedozem, even when Mazanam Khan was abducted, Nenianya and the women leaders, our mothers, the first interview they give Chikedozem about what happened to Mazanam Khan, fully knowing that 1 week Mazanam Khan, they have not heard from Mazanam Khan, and nobody heard from him. The first day our mothers were interviewing Chikedozem, Chikedozem leave all the interview there. Our mother were interviewing him, asking him questions about Mazanam Khan. Chikedozem got angry and tell him, our mother, what is autopilot? And he leaves every question they ask him, start attacking Simon Ekpa on live broadcast. And these are the people that say they are fighting for Biafra. You don't fight for Biafra, now you leave fighting for Biafra, and now fighting against your brother who is doing what you're doing, making sure that if you believe that what you are fighting for is Biafra, if you believe, because for me, I believe that anybody that believes that is fighting for Biafra, you can never live speaking for Biafra, then I'm giving a measure of brother name that is not doing the right thing. It's not possible. And all of people remember all those times. They will come up, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. And at the end of the day, all these people that have been castigating the Biafra Prime Minister, all of them today, they are down. Do you know the reason why? If they have not told you. Reason is because somebody in hand is clean is the last bus stop of your envy and your stupidity and whatever it might be. And this is the reason why this man stood tall. Every blessed day, the Biafra Prime Minister is growing. Every inch, every minute. Every minute, the Biafra Prime Minister is growing wider, wider, wider. And every minute as he's growing wider, people follow him is wider as well. Every single hour that this man is growing wider, a lot of people following him is growing wider as well. Let's not talk about it now. Today, those who were gallivanting today, they have found out, they have seen it. Let me even give you an example. Between this self-referendum that have been conducted, a lot of souls that have lost in, believing in the criminals. A lot of them today, they have now found out that no, this is the man. Within first of today is 6, that is 6 days. Within these 6 days now, you can go to Biafra Prime Minister Twitter page now. You will find out, just let me say, within some days ago, it was 133,000. But right now, it's almost 137,000 within 6 days. These are the things that most of you, because truth always stand for the test of time. Like everybody can go against it, everybody can speak against it. But once that truth is truth, it only stands tall at the end of the day of whatever that goes against that truth, it will come to a pass. Every one of us, we hated Simon Ekpa. Even to the extent those who claim they were fighting for Biafra, they open their stink mouth and say, if state Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Prime Minister will bring Biafra, Biafra should not come. These are the people that tell you how they are fighting for Biafra. And these are the people who claim we are doing our best, making sure that, which is never a truth. All these people have been using me and you, cashing out, using me and you, make money, using me and you for their selfish interests. These DOS, these criminals, Because today you might be wondering why we are doing this or why I'm saying this today. I'm saying it because a lot of people that have been deceived, a lot of people who never believed in Biafra government, a lot of people who never believed in Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, today you have lose control. Not only lose control, you don't even know your left and right anymore. And these are the people that have always jumped around today. They ended you, deceive you, nothing. You have nothing left with you. Just like, of course, we sleep on social media and wake up on it as well. Go to Twitter space. You saw, I want everybody to know that whenever you think you're doing somebody bad, you are promoting the person. It might be for good you are doing the bad or for bad. You are lifting the person in different way. You are advertising the person in different way. Just like the way Nigerians, they go to Germany, go all over the world, telling them how Biafran people, they are dealing with them, telling them how they have to extraordinary rendition the Biafra Prime Minister, and it's not working for them. The same thing. Those of people who gallivant, they are not doing it right, and they are going to do this, they are going to do that. You see them doing it. They are doing it because they never know that what they are actually doing, they are profiling something bigger. Look at instead of the so-called criminals that handle some of their criminal pages. I saw the one they say the IPOB Liverpool. I saw most of them, they say Biafra child Chineke. I saw a lot of them who claim that this is what I saw. They will go to page maybe where somebody posts his receipt after voting. You know, after voting, where they write the United States of Biafra respond and successfully stuff of your voting. That is your receipt which the Biafra Prime Minister have won some days ago. Ijikwa receipt again. That would need there in time to come, which is very, very important. After voting, you need to screenshot it and keep it for yourself. There will be a time you will need it. Then they will take it and write, do their drawing and stuff, post it on their page, and deliver. And you people think that you are dealing with Biafra, or you are dealing with the Biafra government, or you are dealing with the Biafra Prime Minister, or you are dealing with anybody. These criminals, you guys don't even know that every step that you make is profiling Biafra for a bigger platform. You write on your platform that it be fake and stuff. Why most of them? Let me tell you something. Some days ago, I encountered with the boys, some people from Libya. They sent me a message that we have been listening about Biafra Prime Minister, and we go to Biafra Child Nwachineke platform. We see where he write, you see that he first asked me, what voting are they, is Biafra government voting? That he saw something on Biafra Child Nwachineke platform where they say it be fake. Is it true? That most of them here, they want to vote, we should help them. My brother, these are the things. You see, this particular one right now, for most of you who think you are doing Biafran government or you are doing this thing, you are trying to suppress what the government of Biafra is doing. You are promoting it as well. And we are happy you are doing that. So you must continue doing what you are doing. Never stop. For example, I'm giving you an example. These particular boys now, or these particular people now, they are not more, they are not one or two or three. Just as in, you know how Igbo people do, anywhere they find themselves, boom. Just with one person, the rest, boom. Exactly what happened. The same one person now, my brother, if you see receipt, only with that one person that and when this person were contacting me, people were there. It was on live speaker. They want to know. This thing is going on. Most of us here, we are not aware. How are we going to go about it? Maybe with their stupidity of posting that it is a fake. The same people from their platform is reaching out to most of Biafrans. We want to vote. We want to do this. We want to do that. Most of them from these criminals in my platform. Just like with this one right now. I can tell that every blessed day, they are voting. Every blessed day, they are voting. And these are the things that most of people don't understand. That, you see Biafra we are talking about, anything you do today, whether you good or bad, Biafra is profiting from it. Any single thing you do today, whether it be good one or bad one, Biafrans are profiting from it. And that is the reason why you must not stop. If you are doing bad for Biafra or whatever, continue, never stop. If you are doing good, continue, never stop. But at a time, time shall tell. And every one of us will profit from whatever we did. And this is my advice to you. Never stop what you're doing. Whether you're good or bad, continue because you have already started it. Never stop. Because the only thing you need to do is look at the people who did the same thing you are doing, what they achieve. If you are doing, or if you are following maybe the other people, look at both sides. If whatever you are doing, if you see any of them achieve them, it's up to you. Those who have fight against Biafra, I told you, Biafran spirit have been tormenting most of them. And most of these fools, they forget that most of them take oath before they even begin to do what they are doing. And they forget all these things, and as well Biafran spirit, they think they will leave you behind. They will leave you to fool Biafran, to fool people around. The young man, the 700 it from his hospital, from whatever is happened to him, from that one, now he don't face another one. Because the spirit of Biafra, you cannot go against it and go free. You cannot do anything pertaining Biafra. I mean, same as far as you are against it and go free is not possible. The one you call your chairman, your chief, and whatever, you know him. That one is alive, drying. You know it. So many of them now who have been reciting so many places, making Biafra. Today, every one of them are on the run. Last year I told you, 2023, November, December, I make a video we're telling people that you see all these their wives, so many of them, they also call their wives leadership. They are here. That was when I made a video telling you people that some people are going around the street collecting money from people and charging them in autopiloted IPOB. I made that video. So many of them were here and they were going around the street collecting money from people just to fund them.
Thank you so much for sticking to this video to the end. Like I said before, now it's time for us to go to the comment section to air our mind and our opinion. Say what you think about this video and this platform. Do it constructively. Share this video, like, subscribe, and also continue to watch Linda's TV show, because this is the home of news. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed. For now, I would say bye-bye.